Hi everyone, my name is Stas, and today I'm going to tell you about the plot of the 2017 film called The Beguiled, in which a wounded soldier from the American Civil War ends up in a women's boarding school.
It's a beautiful song, Jane.
Isn't it? I always thought it was rather romantic.
Quite.
The film begins by showing us a girl named Emmy, who is picking mushrooms in the woods. Suddenly, she discovers an injured soldier from the Union Army behind a large tree. The unfortunate man turns out to be Corporal Jane McBurney. After examining the man's injury, Emmy tells him that there is a women's boarding school not far from there, where 4 students, a teacher, and the headmistress live. She warns the soldier that he will be an unwelcome guest there, but it's still better to go there than to stay here. McBurney supports Emmy's idea. Next, the girl helps him get up and then accompanies the limping man all the way to the boarding school. Once they reach the right place, McBurney loses consciousness. The girls have to join forces to drag the soldier inside.
He could be dangerous, Miss Maltz.
Just pick him up.
66 New York. Grateful to be your prisoner.
Martha asks Emmy to tie a blue scarf to the gate, who will inform the nearest patrol that there is a prisoner in the boarding school. However, after a while, the woman changes her mind. Guided by her compassion, she assumed that if this soldier fell into the hands of the Southern Army, he would surely die. Because of his injury, Martha decides to help the corporal with his leg, as much as possible. And when he gets stronger and is able to endure captivity, he should immediately inform the patrol about it. Together with the teacher, Edwina, she removes the shrapnel from McBurney's injured leg and then stitches up his wound. After a while, during the embroidery class, a student named Jane suggests that the corporal might be a clever spy, who will bring the Northern Army here during the night. Edwina calms her down and replies that it's unlikely. Martha, while taking care of the soldier, suddenly hears the sound of a bell. Leaving the room, she is greeted by the students. They report about the Confederate soldiers who are leading prisoners past their boarding school. Martha steps out to the gate and greets the troops, but says nothing about the wounded enemy soldier. When the squad commander mentions the Union soldiers who hid in the nearby woods after their defeat, the woman asks him for some bullets for her revolver, which she inherited from her father. The girls watching the conversation between the director and the Southern soldiers thought that the woman would give McBurney away. As soon as the Southern soldiers continue their march, they all feel a sense of relief.
They're leaving. She didn't tell them.
When morning comes, Amy visits the soldier. After making sure the corporal is okay, the girl heads off to breakfast. At the table, John asks Edwin how long the soldier will be in the music class, since she can't play music next to a man from the enemy camp. Suddenly, Martha appears and interrupts their conversation. The woman notices that Edwin has enhanced her look with a beautiful brooch. Entering McBurney's room, Martha tends to the wound of the soldier, who has already regained consciousness. During their conversation, it becomes clear that John is completely okay with being captured. He owes his life to this boarding house and is ready to meet any of their demands. After that, Alicia enters the room and decides to offer Martha her help. The woman abruptly refuses, after which she announces the rule to no one. No one else is allowed to enter this room. Leaving the room with the wounded soldier, Martha warns McBurney that he won't be here for long. After a while, Mary visits the corporal. She hands John a prayer book and advises him to confess before his death. To this statement, McBurney responds with the following phrase.
Oh, I think I'll be able to hang around for just a little bit longer.
At the door, Mary runs into Edwin. The teacher is outraged that the girl took her pearl earrings without permission. In response, the girl points out that the woman has also adorned herself with a brooch that she hasn't worn since last Christmas. During another binding performed by Edwina, the soldier admits that he did not want to participate in the battle, and he ran away from the battlefield. The soldier doesn't see his escape as something criminal, as he just wanted to survive. Trying to win the girl over, John asks Edwin about her life before the war. While complimenting the girl, McBurney asks her about her biggest wish. Edwin replies that she would like to leave this place as far away as possible. During the evening prayer, Alicia asks Martha for permission to go to the bathroom. However, instead of the restroom, the girl sneaks into the room with the prisoner. She passionately kisses the man and then wishes him good night. The next evening after dinner, Martha suggests that all the girls go into the music room and pray together with the soldier. But before that, they decide to play different musical instruments. During the performance of another musical piece in the boarding house, there is a knock at the door. Martha calls everyone to stay in the room with McBurney. If uninvited guests turn out to be soldiers from the north, then Martha will give a certain signal, so that the girls can escape and hide in the woods. However, on the doorstep are the Confederate soldiers. After seeing the men to the kitchen, Martha quickly heads up to the room with McBurney and the other girls. Together, they decide not to hand over the enemy's captain to the soldiers. John will be staying at the boarding house. Until then, until he can move around on his own, and only after that will he have to leave this place. As she sees the girls off to their bedroom, Martha offers the corporal to have a drink of brandy with her. John can't refuse. He agrees and has a casual conversation with the woman.
Did you have someone before the war?
I do.
Well, I'm sorry.
A few days pass. McBurney has gotten stronger and is now able to stand on his own and move around with the help of a cane. Stepping out onto the porch of the boarding school, the man looks around the immediate area and concludes that the grounds haven't been taken care of in a long time, as it should be. First of all, he decides to fix the fence and also help the girls in the garden. During the next break, Amy brings the corporal some water, and he confesses to her that he considers her his best friend. As Amy was returning to the boarding house, she was stopped by Alicia. She demanded that Amy not tell McBurney any nasty things about them. All the girls want to get their share of attention from the only man in the area. Checking Corporal's leg, Martha predicts that it will heal by the end of the week. And that means McBurney, in just a few days, he will have to leave the boarding school. However, the corporal has nowhere to go, and he doesn't really want to. The man offers to stay at the boarding school in exchange for working in their garden. Martha declines this offer. The cunning man shares all the news with Amy so that she can spread this information throughout the boarding house. He assumed that if all the girls found out about his imminent departure from the boarding house, they would definitely stand up for him. After all, everyone has warm feelings for him. The next time Edwina visits him, John confesses his love to her, and then he doesn't forget to mention Martha's decision. Offering Edwina to leave the boarding school with him, McBurney kisses the girl. However, their kiss is interrupted by Alicia, who informs them that Martha is inviting the corporal to have dinner with them. Before the meal, all the girls put on their best outfits. To impress McBurney, sitting at the same table as the guy, the girls start giggling, clearly enjoying his company. As soon as McBurney praises the apple pie, all the girls are trying to show that it was their efforts that made the pie so excellent.
I picked the apples.
They're delicious.
Apple pie's my favorite too.
Really?
After dinner, everyone gathers in one of the rooms to listen to the music. Jane, Alicia is trying to get McBurney's attention, but the man decides to spend time with Edwina. After complimenting the girl, the corporal asks for permission to come to her at night. McBurney interrupts Martha, suggesting that John have a drink with her. While complimenting the woman, John again begs Martha for permission to stay here and help them. As they walk McBurney to his room, it becomes clear that Martha is also taken with the man. At night, hearing voices, Edwina goes to Alicia's room where she finds McBurney kissing the girl. The guy tries to apologize to Edwin, but the girl pushes him, causing McBurney to fall down the stairs. As a result, the corporal suffers an open fracture on Di. Alicia deceives Martha and the others, claiming that McBurney entered her room and started to harass her. However, Edwin, standing up for him, pushed the guy, which caused him to fall. Looking at the injury, John Martha decides to amputate his leg. If he doesn't do it, gangrene could develop by morning, which would leave him doomed. Every second, McBurney is losing too much blood. Every day in the guardhouse, outside Corporal Edwin's room, he hears the scream of a waking McBurney. Looking at Martha, the corporal decides that she did it on purpose, since that night he didn't go to Martha's room but showed up at Alicia's. Hearing that McBurney has stopped screaming and calmed down, Alicia appears in his room, where the guy demands that she steal the key from Martha and bring it to him. During lunch, a guy on crutches appears in the kitchen, holding a gun. McBurney expresses the opinion that Martha cut off his leg and that Edwin pushed him down the stairs out of female jealousy. Quite a lot of them. Startled, McBurney leaves the room and Martha asks Amy to tie a blue scarf on the gate. However, the corporal notices this and takes off the scarf. Hearing the girls scream, Martha goes to look for Amy and finds her with McBurney in the barn. Martha invites the corporal to come back into the house. Once inside, McBurney is still convinced that the girls have deliberately mutilated him. John warns that if they try to do anything to him again, he'll shoot them all. Entering McBurney's room, Edwin starts kissing him and then seduces him. Meanwhile, the others are thinking about how to get rid of McBurney. Mary suggests using the mushrooms that the corporal loves very much. Martha asks Amy to gather special mushrooms for this purpose. The man invites everyone to a farewell dinner, after which McBurney is supposed to leave the boarding house. The corporal thanks them for dinner and also apologizes to the girls for his outburst of anger. From his side, Martha suggests the soldier try the mushrooms that Amy picked, but McBurney is not just putting them on himself, but also on Edwin. However, Amy reminds the teacher that she doesn't like mushrooms. McBurney praises Amy's mushrooms, then promises that he won't stay here for long. The man wants to make amends to the girls during this time. After these words, McBurney starts to choke, collapsing to the floor as if dead. Blue scarf on the gate, the girls carry McBurney's body wrapped in a sheet. On the porch, the girls look at the white bundle by the gate. That's the end of the movie. It's over. We have a pretty good film, here with some really great actors. Colin Farrell, Nicole Kidman, Kirsten Dunst, and of course the charming Elle Fanning turned a simple script into an incredibly tense drama. At the beginning it's a real thriller, and by the end... At the time of this recap's release, this film has a rating of 6.3 on IMDb. How would you rate this film? Be sure to let us know in the comments. That brings us to the end of our video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you found it interesting, then definitely support this video with a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new episodes. Well, this was Stas, who is already preparing a new recap for you. Stay healthy, watch only good movies, and play only good games. Good luck to everyone, and goodbye.